Well, the mornings are cooler. The leaves are just beginning to change as we head into fall. It's a stark contrast, though, to just a couple of weeks ago when summer was blazing in all its glory. Matt, the numbers are in. We have just experienced the hottest summer ever.
Yeah, all across the world, things have been a little toasty. And yeah, in the inland Northwest, we ended up missing most of that super hot weather this year, but you saw a lot of headlines about extreme weather in other places. In fact, some places not that far away. It has been a long and cruel summer, and this doesn't even count all those 110+ days in Phoenix on the map here. On your screen, some of those temperature records that were set in the past 3 months. Even south of the equator, which, by the way, where it is winter, temperatures in many places were pacing and went even beyond summertime records in places like Chile, Argentina. So to get a sense of a whole picture, here's the data from the Copernicus Climate Change Service in Europe. Taking every temperature reading they can get their hands on, getting one massive average, you end up with this chart. This August is the second warmest month on record, and it's by a big margin. And this past July was even more extreme. And so it doesn't take a genius to see that when 2 out of your 3 summer months are record breakers, summer as a whole is going to be record setting as well. This is probably about the clearest sign yet of the climate of our planet is changing at a pretty rapid pace. Look at how much this summer is sticking out of the edge of this chart compared to the average between 1980 and 2010. And look how the average changes, or rather when it changes when we replace the 2010s with the 1980s. Yeah, it's a big deal. But this overall trend of greenhouse gases warming up the planet, it doesn't totally explain why this summer in particular was #1. For that, we've got another chart. El Nino years, they're usually pretty warm, often the warmest year of their decade. You can see 2015, you can see 1998. So combine all of it, global warming, natural variability, other climate cycles, and you top it off with some El Nino, and you've got yourself a record-setting summer. Even though we didn't have as much extreme heat around Spokane this year, well, sneakily, it was still the 5th hottest summer on record. Now, we're not going to experience heat like we did in 2021 or 2022 every year, but in the world we live in now, someone, somewhere, certainly will.